Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa, and now with the PTR servers being a little bit more stable, I thought what I'd do is take a more detailed look at the brand new map, which is of course Oasis. So this is the first point, and what we're going to do in this video is sort of go through the map and look at areas we can use, look at bits and pieces. I was going to say, please allow me to go through the door. That would have been so... Well, it would have been the end of the video if they hadn't have allowed the spectator to go through the door there. That would have been interesting. So, yeah, let's talk about the traffic first, because this is a big thing I'm seeing all over the internet. This actually isn't really anything too special. It's just a bunch of cars that drive around the outside of the map. You can't actually get over there to the bridge. You can if you... Well, you can see I can't move any closer with the spectator tool. There are ways of getting outside there, you know, the map's currently under testing, so there's bits of it that are broke. But these cars, they're just, well, they may as well be water, because, you know, you fall into them and you die. The only difference is you can sort of stay alive for a few seconds until the cars hit you. You can, like, have a, like, dodge between them if you're fast enough, if you're Lucio, or... I think, well, Soldier 76 could do it. I think you can Helix jump over them as well. Reaper, for some reason, can jump onto these cars when he's in Wraith form. Little bits and pieces that'll be fixed, like Widowmaker can grapple onto them and stuff. But yeah, basically, all these cars are just, well, an environmental hazard that kills you. They're not going through the center of the map. They're not some sort of insane, like, hazard that you have to fight around. So there'll be fun moments with them, but I don't think they're going to see... they're not a core part of the map, that's what I'm trying to say. This area is kind of interesting, but again, I don't think we're going to see too much use around this. I mean, Farah could, like, jump around this and abuse it. There's a large health pack there, I guess. But most of the fighting is going to take place inside this, which is, well, on your way to the main point. And this is where the next kind of interesting part of the map is. So you can see there's a small health pack there. And I'm just going to fly into the sky and show you guys. This is the control point. So that gazebo in the middle there, that sort of flower... tiled mosaic on the bottom, that is the control point. That's what you need to capture, and all the fighting will take place around this. The only difference with this is it's got this little thing over here. This is the jump pad, the rocket jump pad, the spring pad, whatever you want to call it. This thing fires you into the air. Now, this is very interesting because I thought when we were hearing about this at BlizzCon, because I was sitting in the crowd at BlizzCon, that we were going to have like move-in jump pads that fire you all over the place. Like I'm thinking Unreal Tournament, I'm thinking Quake and stuff like that. But it's not. It's just a glorified lift, really. I mean, Reinhardt can charge into this and it will fire him up into the air and he will just keep charging, which is kind of funny. And you sort of end over there. I mean, if you followed me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming, you'll see the clip